Hey. Today was a very rainy, kind of day. I laid in bed all day on my day off, which was actually very needed. One point, cat on one side, dog on the other. Those are the good days, right? But anyways, I was sitting there manicuring myself because tomorrow's my birthday, and I'm like, it's another trip around the sun. But we don't have to look like the fruit is withering. But as I'm doing that, I was like, this is why we don't sugarcoat shit. That's what I heard in my head. And I thought of all the years that I tried to say something nicely. You know, when you speak nicely, it's like people can't hear you. They don't take you seriously. They think that your kindness is weakness. And they continue to do what they want to do. They just kind of push your feelings to the side. They devalue everything about you in a way. And it sucks. So I've even found, like, dealing with my daughter, when I say, you shouldn't do this because blah, 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 and she keeps doing it, right? But when I'm like, hey, and I kind of put it on the line of, you're doing this, I'm not okay with that, being more assertive, all of a sudden it's like, I understand what you're saying. And it's funny because back in the 90s, we could say what we meant and meant what we said. And today, people pussyfoot around, all around the mulberry bush. Quit chasing weasels. You're not going to get anywhere. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of your energy. It's a waste of your mental capacity. And you can find yourself just going over and over the same scenario going, it's not this hard. Why am I not being heard? Because you're being too sweet. I know, that's bad to hear. But I think a lot of us have been like, it is what it is. And I do have that mindset about a lot of things in life. Things that I can't control. Things that I have to accept. It is what it is. It's the workings of a higher power in my life. But when it comes to how I allow people to treat me, how I assert myself, I'm not going to sit there and keep repeating myself. I'm not going to keep going in circles. I'm real good at, I will cut you out. Thank you, Uncle Joey, for that. Full House, if anybody's old enough to know what I'm talking about. But if you give people chance after chance after chance, they're never going to take you seriously. That's where you're letting your boundaries go away. And over time, you have to put up walls. But why live like this with the rest of the world with one asshole that isn't even letting you peek through to see what's going on in the world around you? The world's going to keep growing and changing. The softer you are, and I don't mean this as being emotional because emotions are good, right? I mean this in the sense that you're too forgiving. You're too compassionate. Because we have to forget we also live in a land of devils. And I'll have to keep reminding people, if you don't love yourself and you're loving on someone else, have you ever considered the fact that possibly you're loving on the devil and you're disregarding yourself? I know that's a hard concept for a lot of people to understand. But when you're around people that are willing to take and take and take and take, and you're just like, here, I don't have much left, but you can have it. They're going to take every morsel of what you have. And when you're empty, they're gone. I tried to tell this to somebody. Your family is only reaching out all the time because he kept telling me how tight he and his family were. And it was actually someone I was dating, and he was sacrificing our relationship for that. Constantly running to their aid and have it, take it. And I told him, I said, you're not putting aside anything for yourself. And you're going to find that when you're down and out and you have nothing to offer, they're going to disappear on you. Nah, it ain't like that. And he found out the hard truth. It's exactly like that. People will claim to love you. When you're giving them something, why wouldn't they? Every day is a gift, and you're Santa Claus. And then when you sugarcoat it, Oh, no, it's okay. No, you did that, and you make excuses for them. They love you even more. Now, not only do they not have to come up with an excuse, you did it for them. And they're like, oh, wow, I can just keep stabbing you in the back, stabbing you in the back. You're never even going to be like, wait, no, I don't like that feeling. And long time ago, my son was being a jerk to me. And I said, you take my kindness as a weakness. He goes, it is. And I had to show him a totally different side of me. Well, as this child has grown up, he said, I was more afraid of you than I was of their abusive dad. And it's because I know how to build a boundary. Nah, you can take that drama way over there. No, you can take that chaos over there. No, you can take the exit and get the hell away from me. Because I'm in my spot. And you're going to either rise to the vibration of where I'm at to meet me or get gone. And everyone needs to start living this way. You matter. People don't tell you enough that you matter, that you're intelligent, you're beautiful, you're handsome. You have all kinds of magic inside of you. You are so creative that you have all these things that drive you. But when you shut it off for somebody, anybody, so you don't hurt their feelings, you're sacrificing yourself. Don't be a martyr. When you're a martyr in this life, you're saying, I have less value on me and I'm willing to give everything for you. It's not selfish to go, you know what? I'm going to take for me for once. I'm going to spend that time on myself. I'm going to buy me blah, blah, blah because I want it. And instead of giving to you for once, I'm going to give to me. And as you give to yourself, you're going to find yourself going, man, I look better. I feel better. I didn't realize investing that into me would give me a great turnaround. Because when you invest in somebody else and you watch them float through their life easily while you're struggling, just remember, they're not going to turn around and put your shoes on their feet. They don't care. And these are harsh truths. I'm not sugarcoating anything. If I wanted to sugarcoat it, I would be like, turn the other cheek, turn the other cheek, turn the other cheek. Eventually you run out of cheeks and you learn to go, kiss my... Yep, that's what I said. You gave me enough collagen. There's enough tightness from all your drama, all your hate, all the things that you did to me. And you know what? You gave me the backbone I needed to tell you, hit the exit, kick rocks. Get away from me. You're not worth my time. I even asked somebody, why am I even wasting my time on you? I get nowhere with you. And it takes a lot for me to word vomit on somebody. And when I do, it can be a sour, nasty sight. And it's something I try not to do because I know that this muscle can destroy people. And it's amazing. We don't necessarily think of the power of our tongue. But that's the one thing that pushes children over the edge, that pushes adults over the edge, that makes people go, you know what, I give up, I quit. I'm worthless. And we're doing it to one another. We're sabotaging each other because we already are sabotaging ourselves. But when you're sugarcoating everything in your life and for the people around you, you're enabling them to keep being an asshole, to keep overlooking their faults. And when you allow them in your energy, you actually repel your abundance. You will find more trials, more tribulations by keeping toxic energy within your energetic field, especially if you're trying to raise your vibration to get to being in connection with a higher power. Because as you want to get to that higher power, it's like, okay, well, you're going to have to sacrifice some things. You're going to have to let go of those things that are not in commitment with me. It's not that they're not made by me. They have turned their back on me. And when you turn your back on the divine, that's where the lessons begin. Because you have to be brought back to that higher power. You have to bring yourself back. You have to ask for forgiveness. You have to dig within. You have to look at that side of yourself you never wanted to admit that you were. And yes, it's a harsh reality. And that's especially where you can't sugarcoat things for yourself. When you're looking at the things you've done to others, the things you've said, the hateful intentions you've put out into the world, that's where the truth comes in. That's where you start pulling back those layers and finding you are an ogre. You are wanting to be a certain way. Maybe you're controlling. Maybe you're demanding. Maybe you demean others. Maybe you push their feelings to the side. Maybe your ego is so fucking big you walk into a room and everyone looks at you not because they think that you're the best thing that walked in, because they're going, oh God, here comes trouble. Oh no. Hi. They're nervous. And if they see you coming in time before they see you, they're going to disappear. My mom's told me stories about that. I've watched it happen with my ex. You can think that you're one of the most loved individuals and not realize how much you rub people the wrong way. And that's because they're sugarcoating things. But you have to get to the point where you're willing to say, you know what? I'm not going to sugarcoat it for myself, because when I don't do that, I get stronger. I get wiser. I attract better things. Because remember, once again, you're getting back what you're putting out into this world. You can't go around throwing trash and expect to get flowers. That's not how the laws of the universe work. Because at some point when you judge somebody and you judge them harshly or unjust, you're going to walk through their shoes. You're going to experience the one thing that you laughed or mocked them about. The one thing that you spread rumors about. You're going to find yourself in the situation of saying, wow, maybe I didn't look at it clearly. And that's all to help heal your heart. That's meant to help you to get wiser, mature. Because there's a lot of people in this world that are 70 years old, 80 years old, that still haven't matured beyond a teenage intellect. They can't understand their emotions beyond a certain way. It's so gimme, gimme, gimme. I work hard for this. I can have whatever I want. I don't care what it's doing to Mother Earth. I don't care if I'm being wasteful. I worked for this. I can get whatever I want. That's an individualistic mindset. And when you live in a selfish order like that, you're destroying things that you're borrowing from the next generation. People forget. We're not the only ones that are here. You can see it in your offspring. They have a future. We are in the present. Guess what? We're going to be long gone well before they are. What are we stealing from them? Because the takers are taking what the leavers are leaving. Pretty sure that's Bob Marley. You can sit there and say, I'm going to try to be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you don't use too much. You're frugal. When you can live a life of frugality, then you can actually say, wow, there's more than enough for all of us to go around. Then you're not looking at these concepts of food shortages and children starving and things that are in lack. Because we live in a lack mindset. If we can turn around and go, we have more than enough, the basket is overflowing, then all of a sudden we see the abundance in the land around us. Today I saw an overabundance of rain. So much, it's going to continue tomorrow and the next day. And at that point, we might need boats to get around. It'd be like a little Italy around here in Texas. But, hey, got to learn to be flexible, right? But a lot of that has to do with us not considering our actions. Someone said Mother Nature needs to calm down. And I was like, no, the plants need water too. Most people don't realize that when things happen like this, these freak accidents, they have to do with the manipulation of a natural order. WMI is a thing. Go look up Weather Management Incorporated. They've been around for a long time. There's also other things that go on. Once you start digging, you can find a lot of truth in the matter of how we have affected the world around us. And at some point, guess what? Mother Nature fights back. She said, why are you doing my job? Go do your damn job. You ain't even doing a good job at it. Mind your business. Go raise your young to be strong. Go raise your young to be wise. Go raise them to give them direction that teaches them they are one with me and not away from me. Because when you turn your back on the things that are natural and you become synthetic, guess what? You're at dis-ease. Then you have an abundance of disease. So we have to get to a point where we learn to stop sugarcoating stuff like I am right now to go, light bulb, let me think about that. Just let it mull over in your mind. Think about something other than a want. Maybe focus on a goal. Focus on something that will help better the world. Focus on a solution instead of a problem. Because people will come to you with problems all day long, but when you go to them with a problem, they don't want to hear it anymore. And at some point, you got to tell them, look, you've told me your problem multiple times. Next time you come to me with a solution, or don't come to me at all. Cut it out. Leave me alone. I don't want your drama. Told a guy when I first started working where I'm at, dude, I'm not here to listen to your shit every day. We all got problems in our life. This was over 3.5 months ago. He's just now started talking to me. Trying to. And I listened to him. But he knows, don't come at me with that drama. I will very easily lash out and tell you to get away from me once again. We all have the power. Find it within yourself. Stand up for yourself. Say and do something that matters. I'm going to leave it on that note, and just remember, sugarcoating's only for candy. Peace out.